we're starting off with thinking about amplitude, right? And what the amplitude transformation, how much a vertical scaling affects a graph of a trig function. So remember that amplitude refers to A in this general form. You're always going to have a number multiplied by your sine or cosine function, even if it just looks like a basic sine or cosine function. And I'll draw the sine function right here, okay? This is your basic sine function. It goes up, comes back down, and goes back up. The period is 2 pi wide, and you can see all of these sine functions have that dotted line. All of these sine or cosine functions have that dotted line ending at 2 pi, so they all have a period of 2 pi. The only thing that's changed about them is how high they go up vertically. Some of them go up to 3, 2, some of them go down, right? So let's talk about that. The parent function goes as high as 1 and as low as -1. Okay, and what that means is it's been multiplied by the number 1. It has an amplitude of 1. These guys have been multiplied by something else. And you can see our choices right here are multiplied by 3, 2, -3, -2. Okay, and some of them are cosines, some of them are sines. So let's keep track of what our sine function looks like. Hold on, let me just move this guy over. This is our sine function. And let's get our cosine function over here too. Cosine starts high, comes low, and then goes back up like that. Okay, so that's cosine of x. Okay, so let's take a look at A, for example here. A. You can see it's not starting at the middle like we would expect a sine function to. It's starting at one of the troughs, the low points. Okay, well that looks like a cosine behavior, except I just told you that the cosine starts high. So what this means is we must have taken a cosine function and multiplied it by a negative number to flip the whole thing upside down. And see right here, that's -3. -3 is then the multiplier times cosine. So it would look like this, -3 cosine. Okay, and you can find that in our list. Let's see where we are here. Oh, there we are. Okay, so that's A. Let's go over to B. In this example, this looks like a perfectly ordinary sine function. It starts at the middle, right? Then it goes up, hits the middle again, goes down, and comes back up. There's your 5 key points. And how high it goes up determines the amplitude. You can see this one goes to a height of 3 right there. So that's going to be 3 sine. And you can see that in our list. Where are we? Right here. Okay, that's the third option in our list. So likewise, you're going to go through all these pictures. And in yours, it might look a little different than mine, but it's the same idea. You figure out whether you're dealing with a sine function or a cosine function. That's step 1. Sine functions always start at the middle. Cosine functions start at the top or the bottom if it's a negative cosine function like this guy. Figure out your trig function, whether it's sine or cosine, and then determine the amplitude and match it into this list.